Welcome to The Backstory. I'm Robert.
And I'm Melanie.
And today we're joined by Megan Smalley. You run Scarlet and Gold, which is a faith-based print and product company. And you're also the originator of Give Grace campaign as well. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome. Well, welcome.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Could you tell me a little bit about how you started Scarlet and Gold?
Yeah, so I started it on the side. I was in full-time pharmaceutical sales and loved my job, and so I just needed a creative outlet because my job was so high stress. So I started this and never thought it would be more than a hobby, and then 4 months later I got laid off, and so I had a little bit of time to apply for other jobs and try to grow this, and that's when it took off, and 2.5 years later, here we are.
So how did you come up with the name Scarlet and Gold?
That was really tough because I feel like when you pick a business name, you don't want to rebrand, and so picking something that you'll like forever is a lot of pressure.
No kidding.
But I wanted it to reflect who I was, and so we searched the Bible for words and picked Scarlet based on Isaiah 1:18, that your sins are like scarlet, they will be made white as snow. And then there's a lot of symbolism of gold in the Bible too, just the refining process that all Christians go through. So paired them together and it was a great match. So just worked.
And so Robert mentioned the Give Grace campaign.
Yes.
So, and what's kind of taken off with that is a little temporary tattoo.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about the idea behind that and what kind of sparked that?
Yeah, so the whole idea behind the Give Grace campaign is to encourage people to share their stories. I think in our generation, people are so social media driven and care so much about taking the perfect picture and posting the perfect picture, which is so not representative of our lives. Like none of our lives are perfect. And so I wanted a product that would encourage people to post about it and share their story. Like, what are they struggling with? We all need grace. We're all struggling in some form or fashion. So the idea just came to me that it would be really cool for people to wear it on their wrist and take a cool picture and share. It's an opportunity for them to share with their world of what does grace mean to them, and how do you tear down the walls of your heart and say, I'm not perfect, I don't have it all together. I think for me, I can so relate to those people. I have a hard time relating to those people who have the perfect life from social media. So that was kind of the vision behind it.
Has there been a certain picture from this campaign that really sticks out at you as you think about?
Yeah, we've just had so many cool posts. Like if you search the Give Grace hashtag on Instagram, it's just so powerful to scroll through and see the movement of people being more vulnerable and more real. But I think the biggest ones that stand out to me are people who really get raw on there and have never shared, whether it's an infertility story or the loss of somebody close to them, or I'm a mom and I am struggling. Like I feel like a failure every day. So I wouldn't say there's like one particular picture, but overall, just seeing people tear down those walls and say, like, I'm not perfect, and I need help, I need prayers, I need grace, and I need to give grace to myself and to others. So
that's awesome. So you basically left having a boss, and now you're your own boss.
Yes.
So what's the greatest part about being your own boss, and then what's the hardest part?
That's a good question. I love being my own boss because I'm very self-motivated. So, I love being able to set my own hours. I love being able to come here and do these things and step away from the office when I need to. I can sleep in if I need to. I can not come into work if I need to. But on the flip side, when you are the business owner and you are the boss, like I think from the outside looking in, it looks like I live a really glamorous life, and it's hard. Business ownership is really hard. 9 times out of 10, I'm the first one to the office and the last one to leave. If a job doesn't get done, it falls on me. And just managing people, I have such a huge passion for my team using their gifts and their strengths. We all bring something different to the table, and so coming together and not looking side to side and saying, well, I want to do her job or I want to do her job, but just encouraging my girls to be confident in what they bring to the table, because I want them to be fulfilled at their job, and that's rare to find these days. But just balancing all of that. Working with women is hard. I mean, balancing all those hormones. So keeping everyone happy and encouraged and filled up.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah. I'm
So-
sure.
And I've never managed people before, so I'm just like learning as
I'm
I
sure you're
go.
doing
Must be
a
doing something
wonderful
right.
job. Yeah.
I try my best, but they're hard days
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So you also have lots of product other than the Give Grace
Yes.
campaign. You're raising awareness, but you're also a product shop. So
Yes.
is there a new product coming out that you're particularly excited
Yeah,
about?
we actually have 2 new necklaces launching in the next couple weeks. One's a new Give Grace necklace, and the other one is a rescued necklace. And so the concept behind the rescued necklace is that Christ rescued us from our sin, and then we're then called to rescue others. And so we're giving back to the A21 campaign, who rescues people from all over the world from sex trafficking. And so I just think our heart when we create products is to find messages that speak to us or that encourage us or something that we're walking through and pour it into a product. And we try to leave just enough missing so that they are pieces that cause people to ask questions. So people would wear the Give Grace shirt and people would come up and say, like, what does that mean? And then it opens up a really cool conversation. So
Wow, that's great.
So speaking of Give Grace, this is the toughest question of the morning. If you had one person on the planet that you would love to have post an Instagram post with a Give Grace tattoo, who would that person be?
That is a lot of pressure.
I told you it was going to be hard. And you're not saying they're your favorite. You're just saying this is.
Yeah. I think I would say Dawn Sheree Wilkerson. She's Pastor Rich Wilkerson's wife, and I've just followed their story on their show Rich in Faith, and she has been walking through infertility for 6 years, and just to see the joy that she has in the midst of this struggle, I feel like I can relate because we're walking through that too. But just to have her jump on board and spread the message would be really cool. So
That would be very cool. Well, thank
Yeah.
you so much for being here this morning.
thank you.
If people want to find you on social media and online, where do they go?
yeah, we're on Instagram at Scarlet and Gold Shop, and then our website is scarletandgoldshop.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you
here,
so
Megan.
much.
Make sure you check out Megan on Hour of Power with Bobby Schuller, and we hope you all have a fantastic week.